Well, hello there. Welcome back to my channel. It's Gina B Living Fully, and I do Dollar Tree hauls every Sunday. And sometimes I get lucky and do some sort of Dollar Tree content in the middle of the week when I'm not super busy. I don't work a lot, but I babysit the other days. So it's like I work 5 days a week plus other responsibilities in my life. So it's hard to do more than one video a week. But again, it's typically a Dollar Tree haul every Sunday. So keep your eye out for that if you're new. I would love it if you would check out some of my content down below. If you like it, join the crowd. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button and the little blue bell so you can be notified. That was for the like, but the little blue bell so you can be notified whenever I upload something new. In the meantime, those of you who have done all the things, just make sure that your notification light is on. You've hit that blue bell, so every time I upload, you'll be notified and you'll know that Gina's put something out, and it helps me a lot if you do hit those little likes. Make a comment, a sweet comment. It always helps, or even share the channel. With that being said, I'm gonna get on with this haul. I had just a surprise need for ran out of floss and the mouthwash at the same time, and I wasn't supposed to go until Saturday, but here I am in the middle of the week, but you're gonna see this on Sunday. And while I was in there, I stopped with my mouth open wide because they had large amounts of this gorgeous brown paper. Now this is a woodland theme, and I think if you're gifting someone that lives in the mountains, or you're wrapping a bottle of wine, any time of year this would be cool. But it is kind of a woodland Christmas theme, but there's nothing overly Christmassy about it. It's just woodland. It's just woodland. And they did have some that were very Christmassy, but very rustic looking. And I love brown paper. I absolutely love brown paper. This was $3, well worth its weight in gold, and that will be used all year round. And it's huge. It is huge. So run to Dollar Tree for the wrapping supplies. I try to buy that stuff now, not necessarily the decor. I love the decor, but I tend to like to make a lot of my stuff. But I do use Dollar Tree supplies to make my decor. But definitely they are transferring over to Christmas now. It's happening so fast. And so I went ahead and grabbed that paper. So if you're in the need for wrapping paper, things like that for the seasons, you know, the upcoming stuff, because before you know it, they'll be putting out the Valentine's Day. I'm not joking. So grab your stuff now, but this woodland themed paper can be used all year round. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Another thing that I found that was very Christmassy, I'm giving you my favorite stuff first. I'm gonna be doing a little paint job on this. This is just a winter snowflake, and we're due to get snow here this year. We got snow last year, but it melted really quick. The first year we moved up here, we're not far from Tahoe. We had 2 feet of snow, so it lasted a bit, and it was intense. So, but I love this for the front door, or even on, you know, like my gate. It would be so awesome on the front gate. So after we have, and this was only $1.25. This, of course, you can see $3. Lots of wrapping paper for $3. But $1.25 for this snowflake. And I mean, this is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to do a paint job on that. If you'd like to see what I do with this, please put a comment down below. I am getting ready to do a get ready with me with the new palettes that I just got. So if you haven't seen my recent video from Sunday and the Sunday before, please check out the last few videos. I've grabbed a lot of good makeup, but Mary Claire is what I found. Palette, and I'm going to be using it for an upcoming dance recital. But if you want to see the get ready with me, put a comment down below. comment down below. I'm going to be doing that some point this week, and it should go up soon after. Okay, but I've had a couple people request that. Okay, this is also important, and I really feel this is going to be very beautiful with the woodland. This is just a little filigree type. There's no sparkle. I tend to like the stuff without the sparkle. Great ribbon, and this is also going to be used to wrap around a headband that I'll be using for a Christmas show that I'm in. I'm an old belly dancer, so I will be using that. But there's a lot here. I want to say we usually get 4 yards is a lot. That will wrap a lot of gifts, and I'll have plenty. I'm just going to be using maybe a 1/4 yard for my headband. So there you go. Isn't that beautiful? See the filigree there? Here's a shine. There we go. I'll hold it at an angle, but it's beautiful. So 4 yards of that, and it was $1.25. So $3 to, I'm still getting, you guys, a lot of items for $1.25. Now these used to be $1.25, but I picked them up for $1.50. And I'm going to do something spectacular with these. I am going to get rid of this gold. I'm going to be painting this in a brown chalk paint here, and maybe dot it with a little bit of acrylic yellow to give it that little look of having sunflower seeds in it. But yeah, these are spectacular. Wonderful. Love them. I like sunflowers all year long. Another amazing find. I thought it was an amazing find because I was at TJ Maxx and they had socks for $5, but you got 2 pair. You got 2 pair. This is the Paws brand, which is at my Walmart, and it's a lot more than $5 for what you get. So I was really excited about that. These are ultra soft. And for 1 pair of these, I think what I'm going to be doing is I'm making smaller rice packs for the feet. I like to give my clients heat in the winter on their feet before I work on them. I'm a massage therapist, and these socks can be the covers. But I'll definitely save a couple pair for myself, maybe 3 pair for myself. You get 5 pairs, so 3 for myself, and the other 2 pair will be to cover those little tiny rice packs, and they'll be super soft. These are incredibly soft. $5, which I thought was still a screaming deal. More of that filigree ribbon. I knew I had picked up 2. Let's see here. Okay. These I thought were spectacular because they have the no slip inside. Is this leather or pleather, which really holds your hair and it can't slip. So I'm going to be wearing these together as one for another upcoming belly dance show. And my colors are silver and gold, and they were each $1.25. So I was super impressed with that. And they both have that pleather. The other thing that will do that, you guys, if you line, you can just cut a strip that matches exactly your headband. What I do is just cut a strip. Don't worry about the exact measurement, and you can put a little bit of glue, like a jewelry glue or a craft glue, little bit of glue, use a paintbrush, and then put it on there, and then cut it after it dries. So that, but velvet, do a good velvet, and it will really hold your hair and not slip off your head. So very good product. These at TJ Maxx are definitely more than $1.25. So I thought these were cool. I'm putting the gold in front and the silver in back, and I may put a cool round piece here just to look cool. The creative things that a belly dancer does. Okay, so I have 2 hats from last year, and they have so many hats and gloves because we live near skiing and skiing resorts. This was $1.25 at my store. I'm thinking everything should be $1.50. But this little hat has a tag. If you're doing stocking stuffers, you guys, all this stuff for stocking stuffers, very smart. But I have the black hat and I have the pink hat from last year, and I absolutely love it. It will allow for a ponytail to come through, but I always sew that together, and sometimes I'll put little sparkles around. But yeah, these are great little hats. I absolutely love this little hat. I like to do a slouch, so I'll just pull it down like that, and just make sure it covers my ears. And I wear that in the winter all winter long. I'll even wear it to bed. So, you know, oh, lovely bangs. Oh, that's just what you want to watch, is me mess with my hair. Anyway, but yeah, you guys, these little hats are great. I don't live in the midst of a lot of snow or anything like that. I'm just in the Sierras, but I'm not in Tahoe. If you're in Tahoe, you need something more than that. But this is just perfect to go to work, protect my hairdo, all of the above. When I have an alopecia day and I'm not wearing my little topper or extension, halo extension, I will wear this and just, I still have tons of hair, but I'll just poke a little bit of hairs out and just wear the hat. It keeps my head really warm. So those are really good finds. But yeah, that should have been, I think, $1.50. I think it had come out and it was still ringing up as $1.25. So just be aware of that. The other thing that I found for $1.25 were all of these elastics, and I had purchased bras in this color that had this beautiful swoop back. Well, forever the little sleeves just keep coming down. So I'm using the coordinating color. I'll be untying the part and doing a little bit of a sew job across the back so that it holds them up, and it's the perfect length. So I'll be doing that. There will be a couple left for my hair, which will be the black ones. But yeah, this is a great deal for $1.25. These are so much more at our grocery store. Walmart, Target charges a lot more than $1.25. They're like in the $5 range. So we get a lot of these. You get 8 pieces for $1.25. And I have 4 bras, so the other 4, they'll be mine. So I just really want to urge, if you need hair stuff and you're starting to do, like if you have kids that do ponytails, whatever, it's a good time of year to do stocking stuffers early. Okay, lots of food here. Lots of food. It may all be food for here on out. So if that's all you want to see, but I got good food, you might want to stick around. I'm repeating something here, and I'm just going to reiterate that, you know, if you have never gone to Dollar Tree for food, they're starting to get some really cool items in, and as Christmas approaches, it's going to get even better because they get things from all over, imports that are really nice to put in your stockings or to make charcuterie boards. I absolutely have been loving these, you guys, and these used to be at my health food store. And you get 3 packs, and each pack is under 90 calories. Now these are gluten-free, dairy-free, plant-based, and they've got clean ingredients. They're not sugar-free, but this is a great version of a dessert for me with my tea at night. That's how I keep my weight in check. But it's a s'more flavor on this one, which is delicious. And then there's the peanut the oats and peanut granola bites in this one. And I've been repeating this a lot because if you need little snacks to go to work and you're really watching your weight or just, you know what I mean, fat intake, I don't diet ever, but I'm thinking, gosh, you know, you get your little bit of sugar and a sweet taste, but it's not out of control. So really highly recommend you run to Dollar Tree and look for snacks. I also found another thing that's a perfect snack for me. I found these Peppa Pig Fruity Ring cereal. The colors are all done in the cereal. They're like a Fruit Loop. By the way, I tasted my first pack. I bought 2 packs of this, and they had several types of cereals. They're palm oil free, no artificial flavors, and naturally flavored cereals. And the colors are made from real fruits and vegetables. And it's a cute little package. Now these I can do by the handfuls with a cup of tea. And what a great way to have a little snack. And they've got 3 grams of protein. So it's Peppa Pig brand. This used to be at my health food store in a bigger thing, and it was through the roof expensive. So these must be whatever you call, you know, just sample sizes. But what a great little stocking stuffer. These are, I just do finger food in the middle of clients, so it's perfect. These at my health food store, we get the Mott's brand, and it's all the same ingredients exactly. And this is unsweetened applesauce, no added sugar, and it's not organic, but it is gluten-free, and I can take that to work. You get 4 to a pack. These were each $1.25 at my store. Now these are not $1.25. These, hold on, I'm gonna look. The granola. Oh, they are $1.25 at my store. Now I've been to another store nearby, and I think they were $1.50. So confusion on price, but somewhere between $1.25 $1.50 is what I but today it was $1.25. $1.25. Wow, I think they should have been $1.50. So yeah, another amazing product that I found that I'm repeating, and I'm looking on here. Let me see, I'm looking. It was $1.25. $1.25. This is Yogi brand, Yogi Barista brand. 90 calories per serving, caffeine free, chai latte, my favorite snack in the middle of the day. But no colors, no flavors or sweeteners, artificial that is. And you can do it hot or cold. I love it over ice, but now we're getting into the colder months, so a nice hot cup of tea at night, because it's caffeine free, is perfect. It's tea with intention. This, you guys, is really expensive at my health food store. It must have been discontinued. I don't know. I also got a jumbo. I'm looking for the price here so I can be accurate. Hold on, I'm looking. Pasta. I can't find the pasta. It should be Columbia pasta. But this was either $1.25 or $1.50. Huge thing of pasta. Screaming deal. There's no crazy ingredients in it. It's just durum wheat. But if you're allergic to wheat, obviously. By the way, they do always have a gluten-free pasta made out of corn at my Dollar Tree. So keep your eye out for that. Now when I go to a health food store, I get freshly made pasta that's really well done. It's just really well done. But I love having a backstock of this because my husband loves rotini. He loves Rotini. So Columbia brand, either $1.25 or $1.50. If you can tell me that if you've been buying this and you have a firm price, let me know in the comments below. And you guys, I found something else that I thought was super interesting, and I have no idea what this is. I'm going to look it up. I'm just kind of out of the loop on something like this. These were $2 a piece, and I've seen them at the grocery store for $5 and up. But it's Mio Unwind Magnesium and B Vitamin Drops. 0 calories, natural flavor with other natural ingredients, something like that. I couldn't read it. But it's a good source of B3, 6, and 12. Chill your way to one squeeze, and you add this to water or maybe a tea, like your iced tea, but 0 artificial, 0 sugar, 0 calories, and it helps hydrate. I don't know. Tell me more about this. I just thought it was a really good deal, and I've been feeling dehydrated when I work lately, and I think it's because I'm just forgetting to intake water while I'm working. So when you do massage, you do lose a lot of water. You sweat, and you know what I mean? And it's always on your shirt, so you don't have sweat coming down. In the summer, yes. I cheat, and when I get in there, I rip off the uniform thing and I wear an apron with my tank top on because I get so bloody hot and I have to put my hair on top of my head. But this is great because in the wintertime we do sweat because we have heaters on and everything in the room while we're working. It's hard labor. So tell me more about this, but I am going to look it up to see what the deal is. I just thought it was awesome, and I was going to give one to my husband. I got these for $1.25. You got 6 of these blades. I'm sure these are like the Assured, yeah, the Assured brand. They didn't have my favorite one, but they had 5 of these razors, triple bladed, and they're Assured brand. So I had a Hummer right there, little hummingbird. So I mean, that's a lot of razor use for very little money. And I got my dental floss. My husband already took the mouthwash, which was just the regular small scope, for $1.50 or $1.25. So yeah, this was $1.25. Those were $1.25. And that is it for today. I sure hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you're new, please look at some of the content down below. If you do like it, I would love it if you would share the channel at least, or hit like or something like that. But you know, join the crowd. Like, share, subscribe, blue bell, so you can be notified whenever I upload something new. If you've done all the things, you know I absolutely love you guys, and I love all the sweet comments. Please check out my Instagram channel. I do post little short reels about things that I see at the Dollar Tree that I just don't necessarily want to take home, but wanting to show you what's out there. So please check me out at Gina B Living Fully on my Instagram channel. With that being said, have a blessed day, and I will see you all very soon. Bye bye.